Why is accurate Middle Passage history so crucial? Imagine being packed into a tiny space on a ship, with no room to breathe, feeling sick and scared, knowing you might not survive the journey. That was the reality for millions of Africans during the Middle Passage. This part of history is often overlooked, but it is vital to understand because it reveals the true cost of the transatlantic slave trade. When we know what really happened, we honor the struggles and resilience of those who endured this brutal voyage. It also helps us see how the roots of systemic racism and economic inequality in the United States began. The Middle Passage was the middle step in a trade route that connected Europe, Africa, and the Americas. Ships carried enslaved Africans from Africa to the Americas, where they were forced to work on plantations. Conditions on these ships were horrific. People were chained together, crammed into small spaces with little air, and forced to stay in their own waste. Many died from disease, starvation, or violence before reaching land. Those who survived carried physical and emotional scars that lasted a lifetime. This journey was a moment of immense suffering but also of incredible resilience. It shaped the culture and history of Black communities across the world. Knowing the full story of the Middle Passage is important because it shows the human cost behind the wealth built on enslaved labor. Enslaved Africans helped grow crops like sugar, cotton, and tobacco that fueled economies in the Caribbean, Latin America, and the southern parts of what is now the United States. Their cultural influences, such as music, food, and language, still shape American culture today. For example, African rhythms and traditions are woven into genres like jazz, blues, and gospel. Understanding this history also explains why racial oppression exists today. The trauma and dehumanization experienced during the slave trade have left lasting effects on Black communities. It helps us see the strength and resistance of enslaved Africans and their descendants, who fought to preserve their identities and seek freedom. Recognizing the truth about the Middle Passage supports honest education and helps challenge myths that deny or minimize slavery's brutal reality. By learning and sharing accurate history, we honor those who suffered and fought for their freedom. It reminds us that the struggles of the past continue to influence the present. Knowing the full story of the Middle Passage is essential for building a future rooted in justice and understanding.